Welcome back to my channel. I'm Joe with Smokin Joe's Pit BBQ. On today's video, I'm going to be making up some chicken fajita sausages. Stay tuned. All right, let's get started on this chicken fajita sausage. I'm starting with 14 pounds of chicken thighs, which is 6,356 grams of chicken thighs, 2 green bell peppers, 2 yellow, 1 red, and 2 orange bell peppers. I'm also going to be using 2 medium yellow onions. I'm using 76 grams of salt, 26 grams of black pepper, 16 grams of cumin, 16 grams of paprika, 16 grams of a red chili powder, 26 grams of garlic powder, 26 grams of onion powder, and 16 grams of cayenne pepper. Now if you notice, I also added the percentage of the spices that I'm using, so no matter what amount of chicken thighs you're using, this recipe will work. All right, so I've got my Heston Q induction burner, and I gotta tell you, if you guys do any type of countertop cooking, I highly recommend this unit. Just turn on that button and slide the power level to about 3/4 of the way up. One thing I love about this induction burner is that it gets hot really fast. So I've got a little bit of olive oil. All right, I've got all of my vegetables that I mentioned in the introduction. We're gonna saute these, get them nice and caramelized. Look at those colors. So here in Texas, we like to use all these nice colors of the bell peppers. Not only does it look good on your fajita taco, but it tastes absolutely amazing. All right, so I'm gonna saute these vegetables for a little bit. Get them nice and caramelized. Put them in my fridge to let them cool down, and I'll bring you guys right back. All right, so the sauteed vegetables are ready and they are cooling down in my fridge. Now it's time to grind up our chicken thighs, and these are skin-on chicken thighs. I did purchase these with a bone in, just simply took them off. And again, I've got 14 pounds of chicken thighs. These chicken thighs should grind up really easy. I am using my foot pedal switch, so here we go. Drop in the complete thigh. Look at that, quick and easy. I gotta tell you, this meat equipment will grind as fast as you can feed it. All right, so I've got the chicken all ground up. Here's our sauteed vegetables. Check that out. Beautiful colors. I'm gonna grind this up as well. Now this sausage is going to be a fresh sausage. So if you notice, I didn't add any curing salt because we won't be cold smoking these sausages, okay? You can just grill these up or throw them in your smoker with no curing salt needed. Here we go. All right, so here's our ground up chicken and our ground up vegetables. I'm just gonna throw in our spices. I'm also going to add 1.5% of a non-fat dry milk powder just to keep the moisture in our sausage. That equates to about 95 grams, okay? So the chicken and the vegetables have quite a bit of water, so I probably won't need to add any moisture whatsoever. Man, it smells so good. Look at that, that is perfect. All right, I'm gonna mix this for about 5 minutes. I'll get my stuffer ready, and I'll bring you guys right back. All right, so I've got my 15-pound stuffing container right here. Just gonna add our sausage mix. And I shouldn't have to worry about any air pockets, because this mixture right here is pretty loose, which I like. Man, this smells good already, and it's not even cooked yet. All right, we've got our stuffing canister loaded. Just gonna load it on my stuffer right here. Crank that piston down a little bit. Get our sausage mixer to the tip of the horn right here. Just like that, and back it up. So here's my casing, and just in case you're wondering, you can get these from PS Seasoning. So if you do a lot of sausages or own a restaurant like I do, man, this makes it a lot easier. You can fit about 15 to 20 pounds depending on how much you stuff these casings, and it's really easy to load. Check this out. Just load it on there and pull this plastic sleeve just like that. Super easy. You can also get all the spices that I use for this video from PS Seasoning in bulk. And that's where I get my stuff, and I'm really happy with the quality of the rubs. So I'm just gonna tie a knot at the end of the casing. All right, one thing I'd like to do is poke a couple holes at the end of the casing just to release any air pockets. Slide your casing towards the tip of the horn. All right, here we go, start cranking. We should be able to see all the beautiful colors from our bell peppers coming through this casing. Oh yes, look at that. All right, I'm gonna stuff up these casings and I'll bring you guys right back. All right, so I've got my chicken fajita all stuffed up. Now it's time to make our links, and I do have my tray marked at 6.5 and 7 inches. And I'm gonna go with 7 inches on these bad boys. So mark off about 7 inches. Measure another 7 inches. Pinch, and then twist. Now if your casings are a little bit loose, this is where you wanna tighten it up, okay? So just twist as much as you need to get the casing nice and tight. Okay, you get some nice plump sausages like that. Do one more for you guys. 7 inches, pinch. 7 inches, pinch. And then twist as much as you want to get that casing nice and tight. Look at that. You know, the nice thing about working with chicken is that this casing is really easy to twirl. Normally when you use beef and pork, it's pretty tight, but with chicken, it's pretty loose. We didn't even add any water or moisture to the sausage because it didn't need it. All right, I'm gonna twist up the rest of these sausages and I'll bring you guys right back. All right, so I've got all the sausages linked up and we got some plump boys. Check that out. Remember, we did not add any curing salt to these sausages, so it's important that you keep them cool. Then I'm gonna come back and snip about 6 of these, pop them in my Yoder Y640 pellet smoker at 225 degrees, and I'll bring you guys right back. Stay tuned. All right, so I'm outside of my Yoder Y640 pellet smoker, and I've got it running at 225 degrees. And just in case you're wondering, I am using Jealous Devil pellets, which is a cherry, maple, and hickory blend pellet. It's a fantastic pellet for everything. Beef, chicken, pork, you name it. So let's load up these sausages. I'm gonna be loading these sausages on the top shelf, right smack in the middle. So as you can see, these sausages are still linked together because I'm not letting them rest overnight. These casings really don't have a whole lot of time to dry up a little bit. If I were to cut this, it might unravel, so I'm just gonna cook it with them linked together. Again, 225 degrees. Remember that this is poultry, so we're looking for 165 degrees internal temperature. We'll see you guys inside. Stay tuned. All right, the chicken fajita sausages are ready, and they smoked for about 1 hour, again at 225 degrees. They hit an internal temperature of 165 degrees, and check them out. They smell absolutely amazing. Look at that. Nice and plump. Let's cut into one of these and see what it looks like. All right, here we go. Oh man, look at those colors. Nice and juicy. Oh man, I cannot wait to taste these bad boys. Let me cut it right down the middle. Get a closer look at the inside of this sausage here. Check that out. Look at those colors. The bell peppers, the yellow, the red, the orange, the green. The most important part is that this sausage is really nice and juicy, and using that high temperature, non-fat dry milk powder will give you these kind of results. So here in Texas, we like to add some guacamole to our chicken fajitas. So I made a small batch of guacamole. Oh man, this is gonna be savage. We also like to add some sour cream. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's give this bad boy a try. All right, here we go. Chicken fajita sausage. Man, this sausage is super juicy, full of flavor. And you know what, that casing, it's bite through, it's amazing. Now let's try our chicken fajita sausage with the guac and sour cream. This is gonna be savage here. Here we go. That is out of bounds delicious. You know, the only thing missing here is a homemade flour tortilla. I'm trying to stay away from carbs, but I'm gonna enjoy it just like this. Don't forget to check out the links below and get a nice discount on some of the items that I use in this video, like PS Seasoning and Heston Q, and thank them for sponsoring today's video. Many of you guys have been asking for another sausage video, so there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If this is your first time to my channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Until next time, Joe with Smokin Joe Spit BBQ. See ya. Give me another bite.